Let us turn the page, following the first group as they confront a mysterious stranger with an even more mysterious motive. This week on WeTogether, extra bones and the right outfit. Wow, I'm such a dick. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to set the scene with the tightness of the air in this little cubby hole. Obviously, there's a space behind you as you continue into the depths, but you're all kind of huddled by the bottom of the stairs, looking up at the trapdoor with bated breath as you all just kind of are almost holding your breaths, except for, I imagine, Pippin, who's doing that in your guys' ear. As you guys are all just listening to the sounds of the door creaking open, then shutting, then boot falls. Thunk, thunk, thunk. Distant. I'm going to stop. Thunk, thunk, thunk. They're getting louder now. Whoever it is, they've made their way into the kitchen. You hear rustling. Thunk, thunk, thunk. They're in the living room now. The bootsteps sound heavy as they land just above your heads. And I'm going to need a Constitution saving throw from all four of you, please.
$18.
14.
13.
13, 14, 14, 18. As the dust starts to float down from the ceiling, you all kind of lower your heads as it lands on you. Brika, you learned as you kind of like wipe it out of your hair. Thump, thump, thump. It sounds now as if someone's stomping on the trapdoor. Thump, thump, thump. You hear creaking.
Then you scurries down the stairs further into the darkness.
I was gonna say, yeah. I'm like pulling on like your shirt sleeve, like this.
As you guys walk into the darkness, it is pitch black down here, but the room does feel as if it opens up as you head deeper.
I'm just like hands out, like following the wall, and like trying to keep a hand out, like Pippin or something.
Yeah, and I imagine you guys are walking rather quickly, correct?
Yes,
as quickly as possible. But Crash is also being careful, like because he can't see. He's definitely like feeling each step.
He's trying not to crash
deliberately. Yeah, he's trying not to crash.
I'm gonna need dexterity saving throws from all of anyone who is moving quickly into the room.
7.
19.
15, 19. Leo and Crash, as you kind of are moving in, you can feel there's a wide open space that you're kind of moving into. As you are keeping your hand on Pippin, you are moving with a confidence into this room. And as you do, like your hands don't feel anything, but all of a sudden, your shin comes into contact with something hard and something metal. And it makes a loud thunk noise.
You see Pippin was about to yipe. Well, nobody would see this because it's pitch black, but Pippin was about to yipe, and he's like covering his snout, just like trying not to make noise.
How can I ask a question real quick, Seb?
Yeah.
How long has it been since we left Polly's? Since we left the burners?
You're probably, because it was a 45-minute walk, you're probably hitting around 2 hours.
Okay, cool.
I think you still have some time. I think it's 5 hours.
3.
3
For-
hours.
For
Nice.
Pixie. Yeah.
I forgot that I nerfed it because it used to be 12. And I was like, that's
Damn.
broken.
That's
Yeah. So, as Pippin is holding in his yelp, you hear the footsteps upstairs stop and then start walking back towards the trapdoor. Brika, you have a much more clear because you're still over there. And you can hear somebody messing with the handle of the trapdoor as you see light flood down the stairs into the hallway. But you are just like out of the light. You're in the room far enough that the light doesn't touch. Then you see a boot drop onto the first step. Military, you see another boot drop onto the second step. Wearing dark, what appears to be utilitarian industrial pants, kind of like a canvas. And he has knee pads that look almost like neo-military. He steps further down, a torso. You can see the hem of what appears to be a kind of like a, you know those jackets that zip up to your collar? You know how at the end of them they kind of scrunch so that they like fit form fitting? It's kind of like that, where they're scrunched to his body, and you see he has apparently multiple ammunition reloads on his vest. And then another step, a wide chest, evidently humanoid arms. You can see his like pale skin, faded like dark brownish hair on his arms, his hands big and industrious. As you see a human man with a thick black beard and combed over, kind of in a, like a I woke up like this kind of a way, where he put one hand through it right when he woke up. As he looks into the darkness, Brika, you are now standing not 2 feet from this man's face as he's looking into the darkness. Then you see him slowly start to smile as he reaches up and presses his thumb against the pad on the wall. And it says, "Welcome, Krager." And all of the lights turn on in the basement. You are all now standing in an armory. There are several weapons on the walls of this basement. Several different workbenches where you could build, disassemble, all kinds of things. And 4 bunks. So a bunk bed. Two lower beds, 2 upper beds. As the man walks down to the bottom of the basement, he can now see Brika standing there. Damn, I owe Eve some money. I didn't think you guys would actually do it. As he confidently walks over towards Brika. I'm glad you're all right. You're not hurt, are you?
Are we visible as well?
You will be in a second. As soon as he finishes, like as soon as he walks past Brika, you will be visible.
Okay.
No,
Wait.
I'm not hurt. Who are you?
Well, you can call me Krieg. He walks a little further into the, like, where you're standing now, right in front of him, and he kind of looks over you. Are the others here?
Are we? So we're like around the corner in an armory?
What you banged your shin into is a bench in front of some lockers.
Like at a quick glance, there's weaponry all around us.
Yep.
Okay, I pick up like some sort of melee weapon quickly.
There is a katana and a knife.
Listen, a katana, owlin, sounds pretty dope. I'm gonna pick up the knife. I would fucking kill myself with the fucking katana.
Would you guys like to see what they look like specifically?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll drop them in the party chat. You know what I mean? The fucking text.
I like
Yeah.
when we run into something that Seb has prepared.
Yeah.
It's like, how did we run into it?
How
I
could we
put
have
it
possibly
there.
gotten here?
Can somebody, what was the name that he said? It starts with an E.
Krieger?
Krieger, but what was the name he said to
Krieg?
Oh, Eve?
Eve?
Oh, Eve. Yeah. And I'll give you a portrait of Krieger after the episode when I can do the 30 different fucking loopholes I have to do to fucking generate portraits now.
Hey Seb, just a quick question. Would a katana use dexterity?
Yes.
Okay, never mind then.
But here's the thing. Weapons now, they don't really use your modifiers that way for the damage. To hit, they do, but it's all based on what kind of weapon it is. So katana would technically use your dexterity to hit, but you don't receive that nerf to your damage. Your damage stays flat. And then you add things to it based on what you guys choose to do with the weapon. But also, as Leo picks up the knife, you see the man kind of peek his head over and look into the rest of the room, seeing all of you guys standing in your various spots looking at him.
I'm trying to be like unobvious that I have the knife. Like I reached, like put my hand on the table behind me, like picked it up, and it's like kind of like my body's blocking it.
Roll me a
Unless-
sleight of hand, bud.
Unless Seb rolls something stupid. Or I roll something.
If you didn't crit,
I-
it fails.
Oh, well, that's a fail. That's a 13.
You see the man kind of look at you and just like, whoa now. Careful with that, bud. You might hurt yourself. He like goes to move past Brika and walks fully into the room. Now you guys fully can see him from head to toe. About 6'2", rather strong built. You can see he's wearing a vest, so his muscles are kind of on display. And you see he has a tattoo, a Union Steward tattoo. Now, the only person that would know that it's a Union Steward tattoo would probably be Crash, because you've been arrested before. And the as far as like recognize, it's pretty obvious because it has the U, then the bird. It's like a eagle, kind of like in that tribal kind of a industrial tattoo style, and that has the U on it. But you see a nasty scar running across the entirety of the tattoo. As he walks into the room and kind of like assesses, aren't there supposed to be more of you?
What do you mean? Aren't there supposed to be? Oh, hi, you
He
said
sees
your name is
all four of
Krieg?
us?
Yeah.
Pippin kind of like lowers his guard and he puts his paw out and he goes, Rottweiler Pippin the Fourth. Nice to meet you.
He grasps your hand firmly, like in like a very like camaraderie kind of like,
Ooh,
nice to meet
strong
you.
grip. Strong grip. I like a strong grip.
Hey, don't like it too much. Points at your wagging tail. He just kind of like.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I can't. It does its own thing. I can't help it.
Right. So then that makes you, points at Brika, the satyr girl. Brika?
Yes, sir. Brika Woodhaven.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
So then you are. Starts with. I'm sorry. Your name. It's a weird name. I can't. It starts with a V or something. Points at Crash.
Just Crash. Is all right. Yeah.
I'm a nickname guy. Nickname fine. Crash. And that makes you the one with the weird symbols in his name, like he's not from here or something.
Yeah. Why do you
Leo?
know? I mean, it's Leo, but why do you know who we are? I mean, I can
Well-
make assumptions based off of the whole Union get up, but you don't seem to want to, I don't know, arrest us or kill us.
Well, why would I kill you? You're technically already dead.
No, he's got a point there.
Would I know anything?
The other guys wanted to kill us, so it's, just making assumptions here.
I understand. What'd you say, Luke?
Would the scar through the tattoo, his Union Steward tattoo, mean anything to me? Like,
Would you like to try to remember?
Yeah.
Then you know what you need to do.
Oh yeah. All right.
Wisdom saving throw.
Let's go. Do you need me to roll just the wisdom
History?
saving throw or a history check also?
Roll history so I know how much information to give you, but you're going to get any information no matter what because of your mechanic. But wisdom saving throw tells me how much it affects you.
Okay. I like that. So 13 for the history check.
Cool.
And a 14 for the wisdom save.
So you get a piercing headache as you start to like try and recollect from behind your ear. It's almost like someone's taking a hot file and just like pressing it into your spine as the memory that you start seeing almost in like a ghastly way, just like before, but your emotions are now much more heightened. This is the first time you can feel your heart beating inside of your chest as that same man with the same tattoo, but no longer crossed out, has a gun pointed towards you, and he's yelling, "What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do?" As he's pointing the gun into your face. And you are 100% sure he's going to kill you.
Is he yelling it at me?
Yes.
Is that all I see, or is there any indication in the vision or memory or whatever of when this would be?
As you're kind of looking, he definitely looks younger. The beard is much shorter and much more trimmed.
Okay. Can I estimate like how long ago I think it was?
With a 14 history, you can guess.
Okay.
If he looks 35 now, he might look like 27 in the
Somewhere, maybe.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good.
You can tell though as the images start to fade. By the way, your ear is now free bleeding onto your shirt. But you can kind of tell as the images fade that he's looking at you in a particular way. Like everyone else, he's kind of giving like "Hey, nice to meet you," but he keeps glancing over at you. And the comment he made about your name seemed eerily on the nose.
Mm.
Like he knew that you were going to give him a different name. As he walks into the room, he kind of looks around. So, how do you guys feel about the safe house? Pretty secure, right?
Safe house?
Yeah.
Are you the one who sent us those messages?
Oh, you didn't figure that out yet. I'm sorry. Yeah, that was me. And that was my hacker, actually. But, are you guys okay? Everyone seems a little bit on edge here.
Why did you say they are coming when it was just you coming? I mean, it seems like you wanted us to be on edge. Am I wrong? As I like look around the room at everybody,
Can't take a
just
joke.
Ominous,
Like, come
it was
on,
just
man.
ominous and threatening.
Yeah, but
And then
it was.
You
it was
walk down
perfect.
the dark hallway.
Oh, I get
Creepily.
it. It's like a practical joke.
Yeah.
Good. I like that.
He kind of like pushes you in the arm. He's like,
His
"You get it,
tail is
man. You
wagging.
get it." Yeah,
You-
man.
I just, you seem like you know a lot of things. By chance, you know we've been doing the last 24 hours to 9 months, give or take.
Well, yeah, we'll get to that. But first, when's the last time any of you looked at the back of your necks?
I can't see the
I've
back of my neck.
never looked at the
sir.
back of my neck.
With
I
all
turn my head fully around.
That's what?
That's kind of creepy, actually. Man. Don't do that. As he walks over to Pippin and turns and shows him Pippin the back of his neck, and you see that there's a barcode literally like tattooed into the back of his neck.
Oh, my mom's gonna kill me.
Leaves.
For those listening, his camera decided to cut out as soon as he said that.
Right as he said, my mom's gonna kill
Right
me.
to black.
I've gotta go, guys.
And he walks over to or he takes Pippin's shoulder and he turns him to show the rest of the room, and you see there's a small bit of fur shaved on the back of his neck where a freshly inked tattoo of a barcode is.
I told her that I wasn't going to get any tattoos. I mean, I went away to school and I was like, don't worry, Mom, I'll be a good boy. I'm not going to get any tattoos. And now I got a tattoo. How am I going to explain this to my mom?
Krieger, anyways,
I'm feeling the back of my neck. Does it feel like I had feathers removed?
Yep.
That's fucked up. Those don't grow back the same.
In fact, you can feel the carterized ends, so no feathers will grow back at all.
sad face.
Does anyone feel that draft? I'm starting to really
so-
notice it now.
So Krieger, that mean you died too?
Yep. Pretty horrifically, actually. I got mangled up in a intake of a ship in the spaceport. It's pretty bad.
That's
Yeah.
horrible. I'm so sorry to hear
accident?
that.
Or somebody threw you in?
Well, see, that's what we're all here for. Somebody did it on purpose. Not sure who. We're still working on that part. But after it happened, I got contacted by some people. Kind of like how I'm contacting you guys now. There's a lot that you guys need to be filled in on. So why don't we head upstairs? I'll make you guys some food.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about that. We've already partaken.
Sounds great, actually. Yeah, I'd love some.
Right behind me, like I like step to the side. All the MRE rappers are like get like under the workbench.
On the stairs, clearly visible.
Oh, you guys actually ate those fucking things? All right. I was going to order us some pizza or something, but hey, man.
No,
Yeah, sounds
actually,
good. I love pizza.
Actually, pizza sounds amazing.
Sounds great.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. I know a great place that they don't synthesize their dough, man. It's crazy. Come on. And he starts walking towards the stairs.
On the way up, I'm gonna start walking, but on the way up, I'm gonna say, so you getting all mangled up there? That you got that scar? And I clearly point out his tattoo with the scar.
He looks at it, then he looks right at you, and I'm going to need you to roll an insight check.
Hoping you would. 19.
You can tell that he is meaning something different than what he is saying.
Oh, okay.
As he says, no, that came after, from an old friend. Come on. And he starts walking up the stairs.
Real quick, just while the lights came on, at some point, I was just like taking stock of the room.
Yeah, same.
I wanted to ask as well a question about that.
Sure. All right, let's let him rip. Let's start with Sash because she spoke up first.
Yeah, I just wanted to see what kind of like artillery is in there. Like, what do they have anything that looks interesting that's not just like basic weapons?
So it appears to be mostly a living space. So there's like a table. There is a section that's like a little tiny kitchen. Nothing compared to what's upstairs. It looks like a bunker that was made for people to like go into in times of duress. So it's very bare bones. Everything's metal. All of the frames of everything is just metal. And then as far as like artillery goes, on the walls, you can see that there are several weapons, a couple of pistols, a shotgun. There's a revolver, a katana, and then a spot where a knife had once been.
Is there any non-weaponry, like armor vests or
Nothing that you
flashlights
can
or
immediately
anything like that?
see. Nothing you can immediately see outright, but there are a bunch of lockers also that have not been gone through.
I'll check them out if we. I'll make Krieger wait.
Sure. He's heading upstairs now, so he's fully like on his way upstairs. You gonna open them?
Yeah, when I see Bricka checking out the other stuff, I'll rummage through the cabinets real quick.
Player's gonna loot, y'all. Player's gonna loot.
You put us in a fucking armory.
Yeah.
As you open the lockers, you notice that they all have the same thing in each of them. a rather inconspicuous jumpsuit with knee pads and elbow pads. Doesn't really offer any protection, but it is rather like if you were trying to look like you're a maintenance worker or something, this nails it. There is a flashlight in all of the lockers. He says, looking at the camera, smiling. Fuck your dark vision.
I'll grab a.
Do we? I mean, I'm
flashlight.
like, these are like made for this guy?
No. Universal sizes. They're ridiculously large and baggy, but once you put them on and press the tab on they shrink to the size that you are.
Oh, sci-fi. I forgot.
Welcome to the future.
Well, I mean, if my clothes are pretty fucked up, so I guess this will do.
Oh, you're all covered in blood.
Yeah. All right.
But it looks comfy, kind of like a jumper. So Pippin puts his on and presses the button.
Hell yeah. As you step into it, first of all, you're like, put your arms up, and it's just like a flap of wings of just how much fabric there is on this thing. And then when you press the tab on your chest, it zips right up to you with something you would actually be used to, because in catchball, that's how they put on their uniforms.
Oh, it feels like a catchball uniform. This really takes me back.
Do I know what catchball is?
It's the only sport.
Oh, okay.
It's sport. And I have rules for it? Yes, but we'll get to that when we play it.
Pippin starts like mimicking throwing a ball, and he's just kind of like stretching a little bit in his new suit.
I'm gonna also put on the suit and then tuck that knife. Is there a place to like hide a knife?
There's holsters.
Yeah, I'm gonna hide the knife in the.
You guys actually have a belt that kind of goes around your waist, and it has several buttons on it. When you press one of the buttons, it synthesizes a holster.
Cool.
You put the knife in it. Fits snug.
Very like delicately, like a beautiful. All my clothes are packed up. It's like a perfect square.
And the crystal is still around your neck. Are you wearing it now, or are you carrying it?
Oh yeah, it's like that. Both crystals are underneath of the uniform around my neck.
You notice that the second that they came in like close to each other, they start vibrating. Subtly. Anyway, his mouth is
like
just like wide open for those listening.
It's like those clacker magnets when you put them close together and they're like.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I could find some of those right now. I wish I had those in my hand at this moment. I was talking about them the other day.
Yep. So, are you all putting on these uniforms?
So
Well, I'm going to take a uniform. I'm not going to put it on.
I am going to do the same thing. I'm going to take it. And I'm also going to, if anyone grabs one of these, like a jumpsuit out of a locker or whatever, and not the flashlight, I'm going to grab their flashlight.
I also want the flashlight.
Well, technically, Brika, I think you already have one.
Oh, right. I have a tablet. I won't take the flashlight.
No, I think you have a flashlight.
Oh, I do.
Now
I
the
do have a
time
flashlight.
to remind you, because I didn't want to do it before because you forgot.
That's funny.
I did. Damn, and I looked at it at the beginning of
That's what you get. Read them character sheets, motherfucker.
No,
Anyway,
remember them character sheets, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
you're taking all of them?
Well, I just want to, I'm going to make sure everyone has one. So if like Leo forgets to grab his when he grabs a jumpsuit or something, or if he just doesn't grab it, I'm going to take his too.
Okay. So he didn't grab it, so that's 2. You only have to add 1. Just remember how many you have.
I grabbed it.
Oh, okay. So Leo has his. Pippin, you taking the flashlight?
No.
So you have 2 flashlights.
Okay, yeah, I'll grab his. Just
Hell yeah. And these are like fucking industrial. They're probably about a foot long, like chrome, hard metal. You could probably hit someone with them if you wanted to, and it would do something.
it's like a big,
Yeah.
like security guard.
Yeah. One of those flashlights that kind of can blind you on accident. If you guys, would anyone mind briefly describing the FL200 X200 whatever the fuck flashlight.
The FL200X flashlight is a compact, high-powered lighting device essential for explorers, security personnel, and technicians in the diverse and often dimly lit environments of Iris Luna. Equipped with advanced lighting modes and built to withstand harsh conditions, this flashlight provides reliable illumination and enhanced visibility in a variety of situations. The mechanics are as follows. Light modes. Standard beam illuminates a 60-foot cone of bright light with an additional 60 feet of dim light beyond that. Wide beam illuminates a 30-foot radius of bright light with an additional 30 feet of dim light beyond that. SOS mode emits a blinking SOS signal visible up to 500 feet, can be used to attract attention or signal for help. Dimming mode has adjustable brightness that can illuminate from 10 feet up to the standard or wide beam distance, useful for conserving power or stealth.
Yep. You can skip to the battery life.
Yep. Standard beam is up to 24 hours. Wide beam's up to 16 hours. SOS mode is up to 48 hours. Dimming mode up to 48 hours. And it's rechargeable via USB-C port. And it is a full charge in 2 hours. It's also
Am I going to
resistant.
expect you guys to keep track of that? No. Am I randomly going to tell you your light runs out of power? Yes.
That makes sense. It's water resistant and very durable too. Rated IPX7, it can withstand immersion in water up to 1 meter for 30 minutes. And durability, impact resistant, up to 2 meters, designed for rugged environments.
Yeah, I don't know what up to 2 meters by impact resistant means, but it's durable.
Like,
Yeah.
you drop it from 2 meters.
Oh, cool. Fuck yeah. Thanks, Charles.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was too.
The flashlight is crafted from aerospace-grade aluminum with a matte black finish and silver accents. It has a cylindrical shape with a textured grip for non-slip handling, a shatter-resistant glass lens, and a 2-button interface for power and mode selection. Measuring 6 inches when collapsed and extendable up to 9 inches, it is both compact and durable, designed to withstand impacts and harsh conditions.
AKA, this is a fucking beast of a flashlight.
Yeah.
Oh God. So
this is the kind of flashlight. This is the kind of flashlight Crash would have never spent money on.
Hell no.
This is like a hobby flashlight. Like, you go out, like, it's like you go off into a field with a flashlight. You just fucking shine it around.
Yeah,
like,
me and my friends just like to see how
uncle
far
has
we can
one of
shoot
these
this up
flashlights in his truck for no fucking reason.
We shoot it at the
Just in
clouds.
Yeah. And honestly, the little fun tidbit you were asking last episode, why no one has dark vision, and I decided because I wanted to be able to take it away whenever I feel like it. So you have flashlights now. Congratulations, guys.
Yeah.
No. Everyone else has flashlights. Pippin does not.
Yeah.
Pippin does not
I'll
have
tell
a
you
flash.
that. How about this?
You technically have one. I just am holding it for you.
No, Pippin's the light in the darkness.
Yes. I like it because it feels like I'm picking it up.
Yes. It's spicy. All right. So Pippin, I'm guessing, is kind of jogging upstairs at the thought of pizza. Anybody else, now that you've collected your equipment? Nobody wants a gun? I'm just wondering. Not suggesting.
No, not grabbing a gun.
Pippin's going to grab the katana. See a combat axe. Oh, katana. There it is. I got it.
Bam.
Oh, I picked up this thing called Brick's tablet. I guess I'm just not going to give it back to her.
Funny.
That actually would be fucking hilarious. So as you all head upstairs, you see Krieg walk over to one of the cupboards and open it, and inside is a full-on food synthesizer, which would look like a modern-day microwave. And he would just be like, all right, yeah, so I'm just going to put in the number here and for the pizza place. He puts in the number, says loading, says receipt, like a thumbs up little like fucking interface. And then 10 seconds later, ding! And a slice of pepperoni New York style pizza comes out. As he picks it up, grease dripping off of it. Ah, nothing like it. Takes a bite. Oh. So you guys, you want some? What do you guys want on your pizza?
Oh, I would love some. Just pepperoni would be great for me, please.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, make
Presses
it.
the buttons. You want two?
Yeah, I'll take that as well.
Presses one more button. Looks at Brika. You want some pizza?
I'll just take a cheese slice, please.
Cheese. All right. Presses another button. Looks at Leo.
Anchovy and chicken extra bones.
I'm sorry, I didn't. I heard the anchovies, but what was the second part?
Like chicken with extra bones.
A long silence between Krieg and Leo as his eyebrows slowly just get lower and more furrowed.
Uninterrupted.
He just
Uninterrupted
goes,
by Crash. He just.
okay, and then presses
Listen.
another button on the thing.
I knocked it and then I tried it and
Ding! Pulls out slice after slice. Yours literally looks like somebody at a pizza restaurant got that order, went, what? Extra bones? What the fuck does that? So you see that there's like a couple of sardine bones that are stuck into the chicken.
like toothpicks.
Tiny little-
He hands everyone their slice. Go on, dig in, guys. Go on. It's fine. He finishes eating his pizza.
This technology is primitive.
Sorry, do you have a fork and a knife?
Okay. Krieg was gonna react to what Leo said because that was pretty crazy to say. But then Brika just one-upped him.
I said it like I think Leo thought he was saying it to himself. Like he was talking quietly, like as he's like looking at the weird machine and like sawing or like taking the bones out of his chicken.
But Krieger just kind of looks at Brika. You eat pizza with a fork and knife?
Hey, yeah. First of all, that's not how you do it on this level. But secondly, I think Leo has the knife. Actually, if you want to use that. Hey, Leo.
Called out.
Huge smile on Crash just watching this all unfold.
I just stuff
Looks over at Leo.
stuff a pizza in my mouth and just don't even fucking eat
Just shoving pizza in your beak.
Just
Well, if not, you can use mine. And he pulls out the katana. It's a little big, but I mean, I'm sure it would cut the pizza.
And Brika, you technically, I mean,
oh god, you're gonna cut your fucking tail to shreds
you
with that on your back.
Brika, you technically still have the tiny fork and knife from the garbage. It's just in the garbage.
Yeah, no.
No.
Oh, we're not playing Smog. We're too good for
Okay,
that.
so we see. Then are you gonna let Pippin cut it with a katana?
Absolutely not.
So what are you gonna do?
No, I just take my finger and I slide the pizza to the edge of the plate and just nibble bites. keep sliding it.
Is this the same?
You eat it like a fruit by the foot?
This is the same satyr who, like, just like, oh, you could just clean the blood off on my legs. What the
But she's very particular about how she eats her pizza. Apparently,
party on the bottom, business on the top.
My whole personality is a mullet. Yes.
I would say if I could kind of just take a liberty of imagination here, it would seem as if she's trying not to get any of the pizza on her shirt or her clothes, which again are hemmed with blood.
Yeah.
Again, I could
It's
cut
more
that
like a
for you.
habit. Huh?
I have a blade.
Please don't pull
would
that
defeat
out.
the purpose. No, thank you.
Okay. Pippin presses the button on his belt that turns like synthesizes a sheath. Just
In
Okay.
the back,
Suit.
it's so inconvenient for you to put the sword in your back.
every time he's wagging his tail too, it's just knocking into the katana, just back and forth.
Making
You
a
have to- when
very
you go
loud
to-
clanking noise.
When you go to pull it out, you like get it halfway with the full extension of your arm, and then you have to like very carefully grab the blade and pull it out the rest of the way.
Just because, as history has shown us, she's on backs are very impractical, but they look cool as shit.
I think they're cool.
They look so cool.
Especially on a
You
big
look
old
cool.
Rottweiler. Like, damn.
Yeah, that's badass. I'm going to look to Krieger after watching Bricka be so careful not to get her clothes dirty. I look at Krieger and with my clothes in my hand. Oh, you got a place I could wash these?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. He walks over
the
to the
blood off.
farthest cupboard and he punches it, and it's like a soft open, like it opens, and you see a washer dryer stackable in the cupboard. And they're rather small, but it's enough to fit like a shirt, a jacket, pants. You throw them in here if you want.
I don't know how to use it. Never use one. I usually just rinse them off, Just a lot of blood this time. I don't want to ruin them. Though,
I'm not gonna lie. I came here not really knowing what to expect. Meet some
Ditto.
strangers.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. But easily the most surprising things that I've heard so far are she eats pizza with a fork, he likes bones on his pizza, and you've never washed your clothes.
I didn't say I've never washed my clothes. I just said I don't know how to use this machine, mate. I usually just do it by hand. I don't.
Oh, all right. Okay, well, allow me.
Just asking if you help me
tutorial.
use the machine,
Come on over here, bud. Come on. He pulls you close.
Also,
Very
go
judgmental.
over,
Very judgmental, you know.
watching over their shoulder, trying to learn how to use this machine.
He goes over to the machine. He opens the round circular part, takes Crash's clothes, puts them in the round circular part, closes them, opens up a tab, presses a button on a synthesizer. You see a small, little, tiny, circular, almost like a big Tums pill, drop into the sliding part. He closes it, and then he looks at Crash. Without looking back at the machine, presses wash. And it starts spinning extremely quickly. And then after about 30 seconds of unbroken eye contact, it goes, boom. He opens the door, takes them out, goes to the machine that's on top of the bottom machine, opens the small circular door, puts the wet clothes into there, closes it, and presses with unbroken eye contact, dry. Beep.
Project Genesis members, our greatest foe. Appliances.
I love that we all let Seb explain to us and the listeners how to use a washer dryer as if he was explaining it to someone who had never seen one before.
Hey man,
We all could have assumed what happened, but I like that we all very patiently were like, and then what's next? At one point, I legitimately was like, does this machine wash and dry them, or is he going to put them in he's putting them in a different machine. Okay.
This is important lore. We need to know.
Mysteries.
Leo,
Unveiled.
kind of under his breath again. Also primitive, but in a different way.
Does your friend always mumble to himself or something? Is that a tick, bro? You okay?
Not really friends, and yeah, he does that.
I don't mumble to myself.
Oh!
I go back to the table. To my
Are you
pizza.
talking to me? Were you talking to me? Were you just saying words to me? Or I heard you. I just didn't listen because I thought it was your own business. Didn't want to invade your personal privacy.
So
I was actually, by the way, Seb, I was taking notes in my note app.
Nice.
Just voice memoing.
Nice. But it does appear as if you're mumbling to yourself.
Yeah.
So Krieg just kind of stands over. He's like, all right, you guys figure out the washer dryer. You good on that?
Yeah. Thanks for
All
your
right,
help.
cool. Yep. He hands you your dried clothes, which it takes less than 30 seconds for both things.
By the way, Crash has not had the union suit on that was in the cabinet. He had just took his clothes off and handed them to Krieger. And
that was
You've
unexpected.
just been in your underwear?
Yeah, for a full minute and a half. Just Krieger's been staring at me while just standing,
contact with you.
standing in the underwear that I woke up with.
I go back, grab my clothes, and follow the steps of the washing. I think back to like washing clothes back where I'm from, and it's with like a washing board in the river. This is barbaric what they're doing here as I wash my clothes.
Yeah, I'm
This
glad you
episode-
didn't say that out loud.
This episode brought to you in part by
Redacted.
appliances.
Not a sponsor. Dear God.
Dear God.
I'm going to get assassinated IRL. All right. So after he hands you your dried clothes and watches Leo, give me a history roll, please.
Oh, you don't want me to do performance, you know?
Yeah, no. I'll take a history roll.
That's awesome. We're finally hitting the useful roles here, people. That's not on here.
Suspense for this history roll.
You know how it goes. 21.
21. So you pretty good at following instructions. You have done the things, and your clothes are dry pretty soon. While Krieger is sitting at the table, his pizza's finished. He's sitting there, kind of just looking at Crash putting his clothes on, and he's just like, "You guys are not what I was expecting, if I'm being honest."
You would realize that Pippin's not at the table and is curled up on the couch and fallen asleep.
Oh, lucky.
So he's not even in the room because the couch is in the living room.
Nope, he's not in the room.
All right, that's a choice.
A lot's happened.
Yeah.
A lot has happened.
So, Krieg,
We-
is it?
Yes.
Can you explain to me what Project Genesis is?
That's what
Oh,
you're
yeah.
worried about. We were murdered and then held captive. I don't know, for 9
Yeah.
months.
Yep.
Well, yeah, probably because of Project Genesis, whatever that is, right? I'm assuming that's the reason.
Yeah. Hey, Crash, on that desk over there, will you grab that manila folder and bring it over here for me?
I look over the desk. I just walk over slowly and grab it and then come back.
What did you say, Leo?
Do you know about this white tabaxi?
Hey, man, let's not bring color into this, okay?
It's a snow leopard tabaxi.
And he puts his thumb on the corner of the vanilla folder, and it says, "Welcome, Agent Krieger." And all of the redacted stuff starts unredacting itself. And you can see as he's like pulling pages out and paper after paper. Again, synthetic, translucent, essentially, paper. And he starts sliding them across the table. And on each of them are very detailed dossiers on each of you. Now, as for what Project Genesis is, I can't tell you completely because I don't know. But I will say that me and the party I represent are very interested in finding out. As you can see, they've been collecting information on you for quite some time. And from what we've found out, you were all chosen for a very specific reason. Again, we are not sure what that reason is. However, even though each of you, I'm sure, have your own machinations and jobs and lives to get back to, I regret to inform you, those are over. Don't mind the smile on my face, I'm just a smiley guy. Lives as you know it, done. If the wrong people find out that you're still alive, bad things could happen. Not only to you, but the people that you care about. So for now, you are ghosts.
How long have you been a ghost?
Well, let's see. It's been about 4 years since I was liberated. Just like you, I was trapped in a lab, poked and prodded, tested. I came out with abilities, things that most people are not capable of. I escaped on my own. But that's when they found me.
Can I get an insight check on him during this explanation? 17.
He looks sincere, but also like this is rather practiced. Like he's had to tell it before. See, you guys are the product of our first infiltration mission. One of our own, Eve. We sent her in under the guise that we knew that they wanted her for Project Genesis. And the plan was she was to break out using a specific hacking device that we sent her in with, implanted in her skin. I thought she was the reason you had escaped, but she's not with you. So, if you wouldn't mind, will you debrief me on your experience?
Kate fell out of the tubes in a dark room with a flashing red light. Managed to get out, only to find a pool of blood and viscera. A little further in, we were tracked down by Union stewards, and as they were pulling their guns to fire on us, I'm not sure how to describe it. Anybody
They
want to
popped.
take a stab? Yeah. Well, they popped because of somebody, something. Maybe
Tall, skinny,
elven,
dark hair,
man.
red eyes, very pale skin. He wore clothes that looked all tattered and beaten up.
5 more minutes, Mom.
Dude. I don't know how to say this. Demon, I think, disappeared into a literal tornado of blood that he summoned. Yeah, your reaction's about what mine is.
You're beginning to understand what I meant when I said we've been through a lot.
Yeah, that sounds fucking awful.
How many hours ago was this? Not even 10, 12 maybe?
Looks at his watch. Yeah, I mean, since we got the call that you were...
Oh, it doesn't end there. It continues on. Go take drugs, mostly against my will.
I don't know if we need to get into that part.
Yeah, someone
Yeah,
forced you to take drugs. Okay, real quick, he pulls out a piece of paper and puts it on the table, and you see a dossier that is almost completely empty, but it just says Subject 0. And you see a picture, less bloody and much more smiling, of the man that you had this experience with. Did it look like this guy?
Did you say he was smiling
In the picture, yeah.
in the picture?
So it is him though?
Looks exactly like him.
I just kind of gravely nod my head. That's him.
Mm.
Yeah, that's our man. But he looked way worse. Sorry, don't mean to laugh. Don't mean to laugh at that. He looked real
Dead?
just depressed and sad. Yeah, maybe dead. He could have been dead. Well, yeah, we were dead.
I think dead in like a real kind of way though. Like maybe he was like possessed by something fucking horrible.
Yeah, well, he definitely wasn't
He
as cheery as he is in that photo.
just I don't know if you know this guy, but we needed out of a door, and instead of opening it like a normal way, he touched the door, whispered, "I'm sorry," summoned black claws from the abyss to tear the door off.
Right.
And then I went out of that room and he pulled me back by my nervous system. You ever see a picture of somebody's nerves like all laid out?
Yeah, it's grisly.
Yeah, he took all of my nerves and he pulled them like a fucking dog on a leash.
Even Crash looks surprised at this one.
I will say Brika's been very surprised the whole time because she was not. She's like, "What blood tornado? What? What?"
So you're hearing this for the first time, also.
And I should also mention. I pull out the blood fucking crystal. I dropped it on the table. He gave me this. Yes, I look over at Brika, and replacement for the one you stole from me.
Why is he doing all this stuff for you guys?
He said something about being our father or us his children or something. And he was trying to lead us somewhere. And then he left because we wanted to take a different path. And he was, frankly, he was just upset with us or something.
Well, looks
He
like I have
said-
some work to do. But no Triton woman. No sign of a Triton woman?
Nah.
Green hair? Hot?
Nothing
There
rings a bell.
was no. Was there a Triton?
Nope.
Boy? No.
Yes?
Yeah. It
That's
was that.
Tommy.
That's Tommy. Yeah.
Oh, that's Tommy. Okay. Yeah.
All right. Well,
I have
he
one-
stands
He did say something about us being so worried and focused on things of this world when we are not. Don't know
That
what he
sounds
means by
cryptic and confusing. Who the fuck came
Yeah,
up with that?
I don't know if this is important or not, but I think that our tracks, they weren't covered, but I think somebody took the fall for us back at that place.
Yeah,
Like I
there's
said-
supposed to be 8 of you here.
Well, there's 4. And
Come
was there
to think of it,
4
there were-
people coming out of the building, or was it more than 4 people earlier?
There was 4, but it was a glance. It could have been 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Come-
4 or 5 people.
Yeah,
coming
come
out
to
of the
think of
building.
it, there were more tubes. There were others.
Were there more than
things
4
that-
tubes in that room?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
there was
Yeah.
a bunch more, but I didn't really, have the wherewithal at the moment to think of it.
Well, it seems like from what you're saying, our plan to get you guys out of there didn't go well, or Eve it might be in trouble, and you escaped on your own merits, or points
Not-
at this
Not at
guy,
all.
Subject 0.
I would say he kind of drug us out of the situation.
That's
What
concerning.
do we know about him?
Not much, to be honest. We were hoping that Eve would be able to tell us more. Well, he fully stands up. All right, I have to go. I need to figure out if the rest of you are still there. If Eve is in trouble, I have some work to do. But for now,
Wait. What do these tattoos mean?
the barcodes. Well, when we try and scan them, they don't take us to any database that we've ever seen. They kind of just exist for now, and I'm guessing it just means that we're someone's property. But hey, if you've lived on Iris Luna as long as I have, that was already true. All right. It was nice meeting you all. You're free to stay here as long as you want. I suggest not going out into the world and interacting with people until at very least you get your neural links turned back on. I think we have a guy for that, but he's busy right now. Do you guys know anyone that could do that for you? That you trust?
Apparently, we have a guy. I don't know if trust is the word I would use.
You have a guy?
We have a guy.
Yeah. You remember he told us the guy Cutter?
Oh, from the burners?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so you're aware of those guys.
Yeah,
They're the
we
ones
have
that
plants
gave us
in the
drugs.
burners. Okay, so yeah, okay, that makes way more sense now that you guys were doing drugs and stuff. Yeah, actually, that guy's he's good people. You can trust him.
Really?
Oh, Polly?
We can trust that guy?
You talk to Paulie.
Hey, he's like something of a friend of our friends. Point towards
Oh.
Roddy.
Who's your plant?
Well, it appears you've already met.
Well, it is Polly.
Polly's one of us.
Is it even
Ah.
a plant if it's the guy who runs the thing?
Hey, gang politics are complicated, but he's doing a very good job, if that's what you mean. And anyways, he's not really a plant, more of a reformed burner that we've brought over to our side. As he stands, he reaches into one of his pouches and pulls out these like translucent, synth-looking, business card-looking things. And he slides 3 of them, one to each of you, and then puts a 4th one on the table for Pippin, who's still sleeping on the couch. These cards here, they don't mean anything to most people, but show these cards to someone that you think might have something to do with this, on our side, and it'll mean a lot. As you look down, you see on it is just simply the words, the outfit. As you see the man walking towards the door, he turns back. Oh, he swipes at Crash. And you receive 20 units. You're going to need a car. So here's a little booster money to get a vehicle. After you get your points at his neck, Neurals sorted out. And guys, welcome to the outfit. And he walks out the door. And that is where I'm going to end today's session. Thank you for listening to WeTogether. Find all of our links on our Linktree or join our amazing Discord community at WeTogether Gaming to chat about the story, share your thoughts, and hang out with the cast and GM. If you'd like to support us, please check out our Patreon at patreon.com/WeTogetherGaming. You'll get exclusive access to our behind-the-scenes podcast, where we talk about our favorite moments, dive into character work, and have long-form discussions about the story every week. If you're all caught up and looking for more, check out the actual play podcast Hapless Heroes, now in its 2nd season, featuring me, your GM, as a player, available on all streaming services. A quick thank you to our top-tier patrons, GxLobes and my Momma. Your support means the world to us. Until next time, stay adventurous, and remember, whatever we do it better together.